What's up guys, Blackwar and welcome back to another video, and today we're back on Pro Cycling Manager 2019 for the 23rd episode of the Team Sunweb career mode. In today's episode we will go through all the national championships, starting with Denmark, then Switzerland, USA, Belgium, Netherlands, and ending with Germany. But first of all, we have a our penultimate look at the dossiers for next year. So these are all the riders I will shortlist. So we're going to re-sign Zoran Kraf Andersen and Wilco Kelderman. We might sign Mike Tennyson, I don't know yet. I know some of you told me not to, well, I mean, some of you wanted me to do the real transfer window. Some of you just didn't care. Some of you wanted me to keep some of the riders. And I mean, it would be a not a very smart decision on my side not to renew Tom Dumoulin, considering the season he's had. I'm just gonna show you why he's done this year. He won the Giro, he won 8 stages, both jerseys. He came second of Tirreno with a stage. He won the Volta a Catalunya. He won the Tour de Romandie. He won the Dauphiné. He won the Tour of Oman. He won the UAE Tour. He just brings me so many wins, and I don't. If there was like a leader on the transfer window that I could sign, and that would have the same level as a Tom Dumoulin and potentially the same age, which is, for example, Primož Roglic, then yes, I would have maybe got rid of Dumoulin to sign Roglic. But if you take a look at the interest, they just they don't really want to. So I feel like Dumoulin will be my choice. I will probably keep him. Now, out of all these guys, so as I said, I'm re-signing Zoran and Wilco. Please let me know who you want me to sign. We'll see with the budget I have. But there's some guys here that I probably won't get, sorry, Roglic, won't probably take him. Jack Haig, he's there, but we'll see regarding of the wage. I would like to take Tiege Benoot just because he signed in real life. But for example, a Wout van Aert for Northern Classics would be decent, or Mathieu van der Poel. It's all up to you. I'm leaving you fully responsible of my transfer window, but get in mind that Zoran, Wilco, and Tom Dumoulin will both renew their contracts if I manage to do so. So with the dossiers done and sorted, we now need to check the national team. So Harrogate, the parcours that is going to be done in a few days now in real life. I think that's the team I'm going to go with. James Whelan, Robert Stannard, Rob Power, Jay McCarthy, Michael Matthews, Heinrich Hausler, Adam Hansen, Nathan Haas, Caleb Ewan, Alexander Edmondson, Luke Durbridge, and Simon Clark. It's a strong team. Dennis, Jack Haig, and Richie Porte didn't want to come, which, I mean, fair. They do what they want. But yeah, the leader obviously will be Michael Matthews. And on the time trial, I mean, we're going to go Ron Dennis, Richie Porte, Damien Howson, Michael Matthews, Michael Hepburn, and Luke Durbridge. There you go. That's easy and sorted. With that done and dusted, it's now time to go to Denmark for... oh wait, no, maybe not. Yes, it is. Denmark, Hamel. We've got one guy in the fitness peak in Kasper Pedersen, and our leader today is Zoran Kraf Andersen. We're going to try and bring another win for him this season. And we're on the way in Hamel for Hamel for the Denmark Championship today. Kasper Pedersen +3. He's going to be in the breakaway, as I don't want to take the pursuit or the chase of the breakaway in my hands. So yeah, we're going to send Kasper in the break 200 kilometers today for a potentially winning breakaway. I don't know if any team in the peloton will take responsibility. I hope not, but you never know on PCM. It looks like Jonas Gregor is currently at the front of the peloton. There's going to be some attacks. Jonas Egholm, Langbayer, Lien, Kaspersen, Rasmus Iversen. Potentially a 6-man group to lead today's race. It's a decent sunny weather in Denmark, and hopefully we could prevent any falls or incident with Kasper Pedersen today. We're just halfway through the race, and the breakaway is now 3 minutes 40 ahead of the peloton. It looks like the chase has been Astana has taken responsibility for the chase, facing obviously for their leader Jakob Fuglsang, and I think Michael Morkau is also helping Kasper Asgreen as well. But it's not great in the sense that I've probably lost one of my best chances. We were doing well, and then Kasper Pedersen just crashed, which is a shame. Meanwhile, the peloton really accelerated. The good thing is Magnus Cort Nielsen has completely died, and I mean Fuglsang won't pace with 50 kilometers to go. Neither with Jonas Gregard. Sorry, because Gregard is probably dead as well. But it's a shame. I think like Pedersen had a decent chance today had he not crashed. 30k to go. Kasper Pedersen just joined the breakaway, but we have absolutely no yellow, so don't count on me to like help the break at all. Meanwhile, the peloton, Astana has a lot of issues right now trying to keep up with a hard and fast rhythm, so it's all to play for. All to play for. I don't know like if we're gonna take points with Pedersen. Sorry, if we're gonna like get energy back with Pedersen, enough energy to like beat the rest of this group. We're by far the best out of all of these guys, but we're by far the most tired as well. So there's been an attack up ahead. Egholm and Rasmus Iversen behind Lino Langbayer don't seem to like take much interest in the acceleration from the rider of Axion and Lotto Soudal. Mainly because we're going to catch them immediately. Egholm, probably not with the wisest move of his entire career here. I think it's over for the peloton. 2 minutes 40, 15k to go. Knowing that Kasper Pedersen has now gained energy once again, we're going to follow the attack of Rasmus Iversen. And I'm hoping that I might be able to counter him. Like now, for example, in the climb. This is where I think I can make the main difference. Big attack by Kasper Pedersen, and there is a gap. There is clearly a gap, 40 seconds already in favor of Kasper Pedersen. The chase has now started as well in the main group with Jakob Fuglsang trying to like come back on the main group. He's now 15 seconds ahead of the peloton led by Rasmus Guldama, but both Zoran and Asbjørn Krafth Andersen are being extremely careful. Pedersen on his own, 1 minute ahead of Lien, Eversen, Langbayer, Egholm. Then Fuglsang is 40 seconds down the road, and then it's Søren Krafth Andersen. It's going to be a close call. It's going to be a very close call between Pedersen and Jakob Fuglsang, I think. 55 seconds as we start the final climb of the day. Can Kasper Pedersen hold on to the win, or will Jakob Fuglsang come back? Oh, it looks like Jakob Fuglsang might be struggling, you know. It looks like Fuglsang might be struggling. And I think we might have done just enough. We may have done just enough with Kasper Pedersen to grab the W today. Can we win the first national championship of the day? Can we be the Danish champion? And yes, we can. To quote Barack Obama, Kasper Pedersen wins the Denmark championship ahead of Jakob Fuglsang, Søren Krafth Andersen, and ruling the peloton is going to be Mikael Valgren ahead of Michael Morkau. But it's a win for Kasper Pedersen after a very tough day in the break. What a better way to start the episode than with a win. Kasper Pedersen, with I think it might be the first win of his season actually, if I'm correct. Yeah, it is. It's even his first top 10 or top 25. Big up Kasper Pedersen, winning the Denmark championship ahead of Jakob Fuglsang. And the man that was just on pure fire during the Classics, Søren Krafth Andersen, showing that he's there for the Tour de France as well. I mean, I'll happily take 1 and 3. Next up, Switzerland with Mark Hirschi. We're on the way for the Swiss Championship, the Schweizer Meisterschaft, and with 40 riders today. There might be a chance of a breakaway, but I'm not sure because the main teams might try to like follow us. The question: if they don't, we're good. If they do, we're not good. Okay, the situation is interesting because we've attacked with Hirschi, we've paced a lot in the first climb, we're now in a group with Stussy, Frank Spengler, Albazini, Dillier, Parros, Kung, Reichenbach, and Talman. And behind us is a group that keeps on attacking, but as soon as like they're on the minute or 50 seconds, they completely stop pacing. There again. I don't understand what's happening with them, but yeah, for now we're 130 in the lead. Apparently there's been an attack in the group up ahead by Parros. Just relay me instead of attacking, and you'll be good. Okay, there's been some moves. We got co-op, like the group of 10 got co-op. There's now a breakaway with Kylian Franchini, Patrick Schilling, and Patrick Müller. They've got a 3-minute 30 lead, which is starting to like scare me a bit. Especially that I just realized who's in the break, because I wasn't aware. But yeah, Franchini, Müller, Schelling, they're all good climbers, which means I probably won't be able to gain much time in this bit. So that's not good. It actually isn't. Alright, we've attacked. We had to attack. We had to make a move. Mark Hirschi, Albazini, Reichenbach have made a move. Now, Michael May, if you want to take relays, I would love it. Please. I swear to God, if you don't take relays, like you're just not good. A lot of riders have managed to come back. The case of Roland Talman, Michael Scher, Steve Morabito, Reto Hollenstein, Imhoff, and Froid de Vaux. But I better get some support, because otherwise we're done out here. Alright, the situation looks like this. The gap is 30 seconds. The breakaway is just up ahead, just up the road. Kylian Franchini is about to take a massive relay in the group, but we're struggling to catch them, and also we're just not strong enough right now. We need energy. Come on, 22 seconds, 24 seconds. Mark Hirschi with a big relay at the front here. Anyone take my wheel, I beg. Just anyone. Because I can't pace. I can't keep the pace. They're going to win. The breakaway is going to win. The breakaway is going to win. The win will be between Patrick Schilling and Pascal or Patrick Müller. Yeah, I think Franchini is done for. Come on, like 20 seconds. Surely Patrick Müller dropping Patrick Schilling or Pascal. One of them is called Patrick, the other is called Pascal. I don't know who is who. Big comeback by Mark Hirschi. There we go. We had to make the move. We had to make the move in order to like get some energy once again. And it's now up to well, 11 riders now can therefore fight for the win. Whereby we're not the best sprinters actually. Sylvain Dillier is. So we need to get the will of Sylvain Dillier and hope that he doesn't like take some relay. We need to have him starting the sprint. We're gonna rely on a lot of ifs here. 11 riders for one title. Everyone is in the will of Sylvain Dillier. Everyone is in the will of Sylvain Dillier. The thing is, Albazini is directly in my wheel, which is not something I wanted. 1.8 kilometers to go. 1.5. We're going to take the left-hander soon. Why did Mark Hirschi get dropped by like 10 meters? That's just shit. Sylvain Dillier is the new Swiss champion. Albazini came second. Comes second with Mark Hirschi third. We definitely had it. We were the better one. Sorry, we were the best one. But the strategy didn't work out well. And Age des Arts La Mondiale brings home a title. It's still a podium for Mark Hirschi, but it's not the medal he wanted to get. Third place for the Swiss as he finishes behind Michael Albazini and Sylvain Dillier. As I said, I think we were by far the strongest, but the fact that it's a downhill finish didn't help us at all. We're now in America for oh, for fuck's sake. It's meant to be Greenville, not Quebec. Okay, well, we're up for the Quebec Championship in Greenville. Way, woohoo. I think that's probably because the ZCTS is fucked. But that's been most likely fixed in one of the updates that came after this career mode. We're gonna try and go in the break. Probably won't be allowed to, which doesn't surprise me. But not my favorite race. And also I don't feel like I'm a very big favorite today with Chalega. So we'll just let everything slide and see what happens. Just on the 5k. Just on the 5k. I think there's probably there's been an attempt at an attack. That's Kyle Murphy on the left for Rally Cycling. He's being immediately followed by William Barter, but the peloton is not letting anyone go. EF has been imposing a rhythm since the first kilometer, which is just mind-blowing. And with now, like, we've got 2-3 corners left. We're very well placed with Shadhager, actually, if we're being genuine. But I don't see how we can win this. I don't see how we can overtake the likes of Van Garderen, Dombrowski, Sean Bennett, and all these guys. I thought there was a Flamme Rouge. There wasn't, so I've been bullied. It's gonna be a win for Sean Bennett today, ahead of TJ Van Garderen, Will Barter, Logan Owen, Ben King, Chad Hager bringing home 6, I think, Joe Dombrowski, Kilrainen, Robin Carpenter, and even Hoffman. 6th place for Chad Hager, considering I'm not a favorite today. I will happily take that. Sean Bennett gets the win for EF ahead of TJ Van Garderen. No, well, Van Garderen won't get both jerseys, but 2 podiums at least for them, and both wins for EF. Chad Hager bringing home 6. Decent for us. Next up, Belgium. Don't think we're gonna do anything great in this one. Then the Netherlands, then Germany. And we're on the way for the Belgian Championships. Louis Verbeek, Jan Bakelans is the team we're running with for this 228 kilometer parcours around the Lac d'Odeur, I think, if I'm correct. Lac de l'Odeur, there you go. Already some attacks. Stein Steels, I think, Tim Merlier, the actual champion, and Bert van der Berger? Is it Bert? No, it's not Bert. We'll call him Bert, but it's not that. I know it isn't. I said there was no chance. Actually, knowing that Bakelans has a +3, there might be some hope. You never know. You never know. Alright, 34k to go. We've skipped through. Sorry. What do I have? Like, I've got a lisp. We skipped through basically 200 kilometers. If I'm nearly 200 kilometers. There was a breakaway, as you saw earlier, with Tim Merlier and Van Lerberger and Steels. I think, if I remember correctly, they've been co-op. There had been some attacks here and there from a few riders. Everyone went back in the main group. 30 riders left in contention for the title of Belgian champion. Bakelans still here, still helped by Louis Verbeek. Actually, I would say I'm feeling confident, but you never know what's gonna happen. There is some very tough competition, like of Philippe Gilbert, Wout van Aert, Tim Wellens, even Greg van der Maat, who's a very quick sprinter. Like Jasper Stuyven is going to be a threat. Dylan Teuns is going to be a threat. So I need to be careful, and I need to make sure that no one beats me. There's been an acceleration here by Yves Lampard. We're going to stay at the front of the peloton, not to get dropped. And yeah, Shadow, it's going to try and like do well. 19k to go. There's been an attack. Tim Wellens and Wout van Aert, 2 of the main favorites, ahead of today's race. Surprising to see Wout van Aert attacking. Tim Wellens, I'm not surprised, but I am surprised to see Wout van Aert, because he's a very decent sprinter. He could have had like his fair chance in an actual bunch sprint, but he's probably like counting on going on his own, going solo, I guess. Nevertheless, though, Powell's brought back the peloton on Wellens and Van Aert, who both used some energy trying to make this move happen. Peter Seri now accelerating with Philippe Gilbert in the wheel. Thomas de Rent, Jelle van den Dert, Zander Armea is there. Bakelans, Verbeek, always at the front. Verbeek has been absolutely crucial right now in the positioning of Jan Bakelans and in the amount of energy he still has. There's an attack, Philippe Gilbert once again. Now we need to follow this one. We have to follow this one because I think this one's going to be the good breakaway. Gilbert, Nazen, Wellens, Van Avermaet, Van Gestel, Jan Bakelans. Yep, decent move to follow everyone because that's the leading teams attacking. Van Gestel has lost a few meters, which therefore means that I have lost a few meters on Philippe Gilbert. I'm gonna make sure that like he doesn't get dropped or anything. Nope, we're good. We're gonna try and like just make sure to get the gap. There we go. Good, smart move from myself here because Van Gestel slightly got dropped. Okay, now if we're assessing the situation, we're the worst sprinter. There we go. That's situation assessed. Gap is 50 seconds over the peloton. I don't see them coming back any second soon. There's another attack from Oliver Nazen and Greg Van Avermaet, which is weird because they're the best two sprinters out of this group. But I mean, they do what they want. Van Gestel is gone. Dries Van Gestel will not win the Belgian championships today. It's now going to be Nazen, Van Avermaet, Bakelans, Gilbert, or Tim Wellens. We're going to use the gel. Okay, be smart, Blackwar. Take the wheel of Van Avermaet. There we go. We're going to take the wheel of Greg Van Avermaet. Gilbert appears to be a bit knackered. I don't see Wellens beating me in a sprint. It's going to be between, as I said, Van Avermaet, Oliver Nazen. We're going to launch the sprint first. Not my wisest move. Probably should have waited. Yeah, I should have waited. But win today for Greg Van Avermaet ahead of Tim Wellens, Jan Bakelans, Philippe Gilbert, Oliver Nazen. I think even if I had waited, probably wouldn't have been able to beat Van Avermaet. It was way too good today. Tiege Benoit brings home 6th position to like be first of the peloton. Louis Verbeek is going to finish just ahead of Dries Van Gestel. The Lotto Soudal though 2nd and then 6th to 9th. Not a win though for Lotto Soudal. Not a win for us either. We take another 3rd place after Mark Hirschi and Svan Carpentersen. 3rd place once again. We've signed up to this position and we're never going to like leave it. Jan Bakelans bringing home 3rd. I mean, it's a decent result, I feel. When you see the competition around, like Gilbert, Nazen, Wellens, Van Avermaet are all in a league of their own compared to Jan Bakelans. It's nice to see him in a decent shape ahead of the Tour de France. But we're now going to head to Kerkrade for the Netherlands Championship. We won't bring Wilke Kelderman though, because I feel like if I bring him, he's going to reach his fitness peak, which I don't want to happen. So the team today, Dumoulin, Tuesveld, Keesbol, Roykervers, and Joris Nieuwenhuis. Kerkrade, 210 kilometers to decide to who will be the next Netherlands champion. Will anyone? Who will be the successor of Mathieu van der Poel? If not Mathieu van der Poel, who is the main favorite ahead of today's race, a parcours that suits the mountain bike, sorry, champion. Some attacks already. Van der Tuuk for I think that's Metek. Not gonna send Roykervers in the break. Actually, I'm going to send Roykervers in the break. Also, Raymond Kreder is here, the former rider for Garmin Transitions. Moreno Hofland, Mark Vandenberg. Probably could have sent Martin Tuesveld instead of Curvers, but oh well. Berger is also here with Decline. We're going to stop pacing with Keesbol, and here is our breakaway. And Roykervers has been dropped by Raymond Kreder in the hill. You love to see it, don't you? Halfway point of the race, the gap is 420 for Roykervers and his fellow teammates in the breakaway. I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't look like it's gonna work out for us. Not with Roykervers. Dumoulin is on the -2, so that will be weird and odd to see what's gonna happen with Mathieu van der Poel, knowing that Mathieu van der Poel is both better in hills and better in sprints. The only guy that could beat Van der Poel in sprint is Keesbol, and Keesbol is not going to make any hills. So we'll try and like, it's going to be scary, but I feel like Joris Nieuwenhuis might be my main hope for the title. Obviously with Tom Dumoulin, but that goes without saying. So yeah, don't expect a lot of things today. Remember when I said Joris Nieuwenhuis was like my main hope? Yeah, well, that's now gone, because Was looking at my phone, came back on the screen. Well, I mean, looked down on my phone, looked up at my screen. Everyone was dropped except Dumoulin. So you love to see it. Recovers though, running strong in the breakaway. Go on, lad. I mean, with this rate, at this rate, he might not be like out of the delays, which would be a surprise for him considering he's retired from every single race since like April. I think we may have like a similar situation to the Danish championships with like the breakaway being co-op very quickly, but never fully co-op, and then the peloton couldn't be able to follow and all that. Because currently leading is Van der Tuuk for Metek, then Curvers is behind 40 seconds behind. Then Kreder, Berger, and Hofland, and then the peloton were being led currently by Dylan van Baarle. There's been a crash. That's Martin Tuesveld. Hopefully for him, it's not too bad. We'll take a look at it as soon as he goes back up on his bike. Is it going to be bad for Martin Tuesveld? No, it's not. He's fine. Okay, 30 kilometers to go. The gap is 1 minute and 30 seconds over the peloton for Van den Tuuk. But it's now time for us to actually put some tempo and show that we're Sunweb and not fucking, I don't know, Rival. There might have been an attack. There might have been an attack from someone called Mathieu, but it's just a possibility, not a fact, okay? Mathieu van der Poel has fully attacked with Maurits Lammertink, and he's now with Van der Tuuk. I'm hoping that because he's now with another guy, it's going to slow him down and he won't pursue the move, but I'm having trouble like believing in this theory. So we need to make sure that Dumoulin is at the front as soon as well, there's the next climb. Why is Dumoulin getting dropped? I have no clue as to why. The only thing I know is that it sucks, but we should come back easily. We're now going to follow the move of Bauke Mollema. Oh, Mathieu van der Poel stopping. Maurits Lammertink maybe going for the dub here. And 40 seconds for Maurits Lammertink as we now have just on 12k to go. Attacked by Mathieu van der Poel. Dumoulin immediately jumping in the wheel of Mathieu, but there's a difference between trying to jump in the wheel and actually jumping in the wheel. It's very hard to follow this guy. It's incredibly hard to follow Mathieu van der Poel, especially when he attacks. But we now have a 6-man group with Mathieu van der Poel, Bauke Mollema, Tom Dumoulin, Wout Poels, Steven Kruijswijk, and Maurits Lammertink. Just under 3k, well, just over 3k, sorry. If I wait for the sprint, we're done for. So I mean, we're gonna have to attack, but Mathieu van der Poel has attacked already. Are you taking the pace? That's literally not what I wanted. That's literally the opposite of what I wished. Dumoulin attacking, Wout Poels in the wheel. Can we drop anyone? Nope, doesn't look like we will. Okay, we're probably going to lose this one. Let's be fully real. It's looking likely that we might lose this one. We're going to take the left-hander in first position. Can we hold on to the likes of Mathieu van der Poel? If he doesn't overtake us... No! He doesn't make for him. Ooh, Maurits Lammertink! Tom Dumoulin just for like, I don't know, centimeter or like a millimeter actually wins the Netherlands Championship ahead of Maurits Lammertink, Bauke Mollema, Wout Poels, and Mathieu van der Poel. Had Mathieu just moved like to the left or the right of Dumoulin, he had the win, but he didn't. I mean, I'm not complaining. First place. I didn't think we were going to win this, but we somehow did. Also, I'm just seeing this right now. Can we share some L's? Can we send some L's to Jumbo-Visma, who with Timo Rosen, Steven Kruijswijk, Mike Tennyson, Antoine Toulouk, and Danny van Poppel all finish in the top 10, but none of them are in the top 5. That is... Now that's sad. That's sad. But we get the win ahead of Maurits Lammertink, who proved to be a very, very strong opponent. Bauke Mollema, Wout Poels, and Mathieu van der Poel finishing in 5th position. Disappointing place for the leader of the Corendon Circus, but it's more of a PCM issue that he couldn't overtake us. Next up, final championship between Düsseldorf and Düsseldorf for the Deutsche Meisterschaft. Okay, Düsseldorf, we've brought on four riders today for a sprint. The first chance in which we can actually have a no, sorry, the first championship in which we could actually have a chance on the sprint. I'm finding it very difficult to English today. Max Kanter will be our leader, or Max Walscheid. All will depend of the shape and their fitness before the final sprint, just after this final hill. No sign of Leonard Kemna or Florian Stork, all being rested today. But yeah, I think it's gonna make for an interesting time trial. The fuck am I saying? It's gonna make for an interesting championship. Alright, just over 56 kilometers now left in this stage. There is a breakaway, only 4 minutes up ahead. It was at 1.17 minutes, but we've paced with Johannes Rollenga to try and come back on this group, which we've now done as Bora is leading the chase. In the breakaway, we find Rudis for the team LKT Brandenburg Tor, Myler für Vorarlberg, Gessner für is this Heisomat? Yep, Gessner für Heisomat, Wollenberg für the team Felbermeier, and finally Christian Knies for the team Ineos. I'm pretty sure I've said für instead of for, but you know what? We'll glance over the fact that I spoke a German word, where we are trying to like learn German in it. But yeah, why is the peloton stopping? Like, what are you doing? The peloton has like the cerebral capacity or abilities of a fucking tree. It's struggle town, sorry, to try and stay in this group. Bora has started to attack by like everywhere with Maximilian Schachmann, and now it's Simon Geschke attacking for CCC. The breakaway still hasn't been caught. Nika Sando has no energy because I had to pace 99 to try and come back because we had been dropped for like a few seconds, which therefore means we've lost one of our guys to try and help for the train. So it's now Max Walscheid and Max Kanter on their own. There's an attack from Nils Polit and Yannick Steimler, who's now I think a rider for Deconin because he won like a race already. We just need to stay with these guys and we should be fine for the sprint. Where's Pascal Ackermann? Ackermann is already attacking in the will of Rüger Selig. Like, what is this team? Bora is so good on this game and it just blows my mind. There's an attack from Tony Martin on the left. I don't think he's pacing for anyone. I'm guessing he's alone as well. Yeah, he is. He is. He attacks with Roger Kluge and Nico Dens. 4K to go. We're well placed. We're well placed at the front of the peloton. Ackermann only has one teammate left in Rüdiger Selig. It's going to make for an interesting sprint. Sorry, it's going to make for a very interesting sprint. 2.8k to go. There goes the sprint launched by Rüdiger Selig. I literally got dropped, but it's fine. We're going to come back. Selig died. Walscheid, still Max Walscheid. And we're now going to unleash Max Kanter. Can he do something, or is Ackermann too good? It would appear that Ackermann is good, and too good is the word. Pascal Ackermann wins ahead of John Degenkolb, Jonas Koch, Max Kanter, Roger Kluge brings home 6th, Nico Dens, Filberhaus, André Greipel, Nils Polit, and Konrad Gessner. It's not a third place, or a first place, so it's disappointing. Ackermann brings the title for Bora Hansgrohe. They've paced so strongly during across the last 40 kilometers. The win is deserved. John Degenkolb brings home 2nd with Jonas Koch in 3rd place. Disappointing 4th place for Max Kanter. Probably was hoping for a bit more from the very young sprinter of Team Sunweb. Max Walscheid brings home 11th. I mean, I could have hoped for more. I think the top 3 was easily reachable had I sprinted earlier with Max Walscheid. But I'll take 4th place for this final race of the episode. Probably a bit longer than like the previous one. So if it's been too long, then sorry. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the episode. As I said earlier, please let me know who you want me to sign in the dossiers you've seen on the shortlist. And I shall see you in 2 days. I'm gonna say this right now, and I've said the same for FIFA. I'm finding it hard right now to manage both FIFA, PCM, and Uni. It's it's very hard to upload daily when you have to record. Well, find the time to record, find the time to edit, find the time to go on Photoshop, do thumbnails and all that funky stuff, do my homework and go to school and sleep. It's a hard pattern. So if at one point in the week I miss a day, sorry, or I don't like blame it on me, because it's struggle time. It really is. But yeah, as I said, if you've enjoyed the episode, then please leave a like. That would really, really, really mean a lot to me. I know that the channel has been growing a bit recently. I think mainly thanks to FIFA. But if there's any one of you who haven't watched the previous episode of the Team Sunweb Kermit and are just joining now, then first of all, welcome to the channel. Yeah, if you don't mind subscribing to the channel, that would mean a lot to me. Make sure to hit the notification bell to get notified, yeah, of whenever I upload a video. And I shall see you in the very near future for the 24th episode of the Team Sunweb Kermit, as we will start the Tour de France 2019. But I've been Blackwar. It has been an absolute pleasure talking to you today, guys, and goodbye.
Pull up in the gold, I'm leading. But them other man need feeding. I don't wanna go Bombay. Them I don't know what I do when I go from Beeling. Leading the pack in black and I'm on with the bag. Snapping with the phone and dab. Boss up a man with the duster. Put him in the drip and sip blockbuster.